From what I've noticed, the Return of Chrysalis comic is pretty universally loved by the fandom. It's cemented the duo of Katie Cook and Andy Price as most fans' favorite team on the comics, with many claiming that it's better than most, if not all, of the series' adventure-based arcs. And I just don't quite get it. Yeah. The story can be summed up as the Changelings invade Ponyville, Chrysalis Philly naps the CMC, and uses them as bait to lure the main six so she can drain Twi's magic. It sounds like a good premise, but it completely flops in the execution. Issues 2 and 3 of this 4-part arc are completely superfluous. In issue 2, the main six are split up into teams of 2. Then the Changelings use this to trick each of the groups into thinking that the other groups are talking shit about them, putting them at odds so that when they regroup, they bicker and they go their separate ways. Now this setup is flat out fucking contrived. Okay, the Changelings caused a cave-in that forced the six to split. And for some reason, they choose to stay split. I mean, Rainbow Dash could easily fly them over so that they're all on the same side. The walls aren't that tall. And it's not like the top is just left open for the reader's sake, because we see the Changelings looking down at them from above. Also, I find it hard to swallow that the main six would fall for that. Really? Not even Twilight takes a moment to think, wow, Pinkie Pie sure is being a huge cunt. That's rather uncharacteristic of her. It's not like they don't know the Changelings can change forms. So it makes no sense that not a single one of them had the common sense to question the situation. For fuck's sake, Equestria Girls did that plot line better. And by the end of issue 3, they regroup again after almost getting eaten by the wildlife. Then they apologize to one another and continue their journey together, and nothing that happened in those issues actually carries over to the last part. They don't even learn a special friendship lesson that assists them in defeating Chrysalis. These issues serve no point. Also, the resolution to their spat comes out of nowhere. Twi just says she's sorry, and the other 5 apologize to each other, and that's it. They don't even find out it was the Changelings that were bad-mouthing them to begin with. So they're just left to assume that they really were just talking shit about each other, and they just let it go. Now let's talk about Chrysalis and how fucking inept this bitch is. Why have your minions even split the main six up at all? Why trick them into being at each other's throats? If you split them up, then they're more likely to get themselves killed on the way there. And if Twilight is dead, then you can't drain her magic. Also, I thought Changelings fed on emotions. I mean, can they even drain her magic? When Twi gets there, Chrysalis claims that's her plan. But then she shifts gears into getting Twi to team up with her instead, after Twi tells her that she can't use her powers like that. You'd think Chrysalis would have known that before she put her plan into motion. Also, why challenge one of the strongest magic users in all of Equestria on a day that a comet passes over that amplifies one's magical power? I mean, yeah, Chrysalis also gets a power boost, but that same comet allows Twilight to hack the universe and go fucking god mode on her black ass. It just doesn't sound like a good idea. Also, if the source for Twi's power is the love for her friends, wouldn't that also make Chrysalis more powerful as well? You know, wouldn't she be able to feed off that love? Did she just not think about that? Then again, Chrysalis was shown in a Canterlot wedding to be pretty incompetent as far as evil plans go. So maybe this isn't bad writing, and it's just confirmation that Chrysalis is just that shitty of a mastermind. Either way, it does make the story a bit of a mess. Now, though I do have my fair share of problems with this arc, it's certainly not without its redeeming points. Price's artwork is pretty damn gorgeous, and he certainly knows how to make a group of adorable pastel-colored ponies look all kinds of epic. Seriously, holy fuck bears, that just looks badass, and is packed with a lot of physical comedy and pop culture references, like Magnum P.I., Invasion of the Body Snatchers, It, Temple of Doom, The Shining, The Evil Dead, Phantom of the Opera, Ziggy fucking Stardust, and much more. Now, even though I ragged on the story pretty hard, Cook definitely knows how to write herself some characters. The interactions between Chrysalis and the CMC totally cracked me up, and I'd say it's reason enough not to skip issues 2 and 3. On a similar note, the main six are very well represented, and each one is given plenty of lines that are both engaging and in character, with the exception of Rainbow Dash, who mostly just repeats the same lines about it being a trap and it's flank whooping time, which I'm pretty sure she's never said the latter in the show. So yeah, even though I thought the story was a bit of a clusterfuck, The superb art, great humor, and mostly well-written dialogue definitely make it worth my time, but it's just not the piece of perfection that most people make it out to be. So what did you think of the Return of Chrysalis arc? Are you one of the many who think it's amazing? Are you more like me and think it was just okay? Do you think it's an utter abomination? Or have you just not fucking read it before? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe. And if you don't feel like waiting for the next video to come out, then you should totally check out some videos from my other channel. They're the two top clickable ones.